Good morning. I'm back to share with you a journal that I've made. Just one of those in-between project type journals that you just use the scraps and whatever you have laying around. So this is what this is. I've used Tim Holtz paper. Oh, there you go. Let's get it in frame. There we go. That's better. I've used a couple of die cuts. What I've done is I've die cut and then I die cut this portion out and put another die cut in so it lays nice and flat. And we have some linen behind the sentiment journal. I've sewn all around it. I've got this ribbon trim on the spine, and to help prevent fraying I have fabric tacked the top and the bottom. Excuse me. It is an eyelet and twine closure. Okay, so out of some book page of an art book, I do believe. No, I think this was a planner with art in it. So that's one of those pages. I've stenciled the front and back inside cover. And I've made a library pocket out of it, and this is a library card from Old Design Shop. And then I've added some little floral die cuts at the bottom. This is a label journal belongs to from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, I do believe. This is tea-dyed cardstock, and then I've just punched the corners. And on the other side, we've got some faint corrugated lines. Then I've taken some vintage scrap paper for a scrapbook that you would add pictures and stuff to. And I've taken 4 of them, sewn them together and glued them to the page. And then the sentiment, remember, you can still add a picture or a journal on that part. We have a postcard. This was inspired by Gina at, what is her YouTube? Oh, it'll come to me. Firefly Studio 67. And she had a stamp. I did not have a stamp. So I printed out from Pinterest, I do believe it was, a postcard. Then she die cut and she added a beautiful image. This is from Tracy Fox. And she sandwiched it in between another journal, another cardstock. So it's nice and sturdy. Beautiful image. I've done a little stamping, added a stamp. Some pattern paper that I've tea dyed, and then added a pocket that I've edge punched. And it has an envelope with a little booklet. And a vintage tea dyed Rolodex card that I've added some eco-dyed digital paper from Ephemera's Vintage Garden onto it, and I thought that looked really pretty. I have never tried the eco-dyed paper before, even in the digital form, so I thought, why not try it? What would the harm be? It's really nice. So this is a vintage address card that it's one of those metal ones that you push the button and it flips to whatever letter you wanted. So I'm using that as a corner tuck. This is the paper behind is from Victoria Designs I had left over, and this is from Shabby Dabby Doodah. And then behind we have a couple of index cards that you can journal on. Just a beautiful floral image there added for interest, and a washi sticker. More of that eco-dyed digital paper as a tuck spot for a booklet, and tea-dyed paper. This one also lays nice and flat. Excuse me. Paperclip is holding in a coin envelope that I've made with the eco-dyed paper. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. And then on the inside, I have made half a dozen labels that you can add wherever you would like in the book, made out of cardstock. You can just ink around them and put them on the page with a date. You can emboss them, that's pretty also, or just a stamp would be really pretty. Lots of things you can do with them. So that comes in the envelope. This is the center of the book. We have a journal card and Edith Holden book page scrap piece, and then just some collaging on a large journal card. Another envelope. I've done the eco-dyed paper on a piece of cardstock, and then I've turned it into an envelope with a Mrs. Coggs journal card. And it just goes over the page with paper clip. Ledger paper. Roxy's creation. And this is Artie Mae's. And then I've done another collage journal card with some vintage time card on the back. Another pretty image with some more floral dies. Whoops, there it is. One of them has a little bling in the center. A pocket with a journal card that I've collaged on the back, and a tag. Another, a belly band that flips up, lots of journaling space there, and a tag. I love this tag. I don't know why, it just turned out really, really cool. And then I've done tea-dyed paper on the back. The second postcard that comes in it. Here I've done it was a tutorial from Roxy's creation. She just took book page and then she took her little bits and pieces of leftover napkin and just collaged them on. And then when it was good and dry, she used her, well, I can't remember what kind she used, but something that made it look like a postage stamp. So that's what I've done here. And again, the die cut and another image from Tracy Fox, and then a little stamping. You can journal on the back. This one will be for sale in my Etsy in a day or two if you'd like to come take a look, have an interest in it. My daughter was going through her things and she found this really cool planner that she had never used. And so I thought, well, goodness, look at all those beautiful lines. So I've sewn 3 together, added it to the page. Again, there's some faint corrugated lines, and then some more stenciling. I've just left that one blank. You can add what you like to it. And that is my latest beautiful ribbon. It was just an in-between, let's do something wonderful. So, as I said, this will be for sale in my Etsy in a day or two if you'd have an interest. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.